my fellow mobile gamers? I know you guys and girls are confused. You don't know whether to stare at my hair or stare at the cat. But it doesn't matter because in today's video, we are looking at the monk class in Diablo Immortal. Subscribe to the channel for more Diablo Immortal content. Thumbs up this video. It is greatly appreciated. In fact, thumbs up this video if you like my blonde hair, or hit the dislike button if you don't. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the cat cam. All right, so we got the monk class. This is our last class that we are covering. We covered all the other 5 classes. So if you have not checked out those videos, please go ahead. I'll have a link to all of the classes down below in the description box. All right, so let's get into the strengths of the monk. We have great mobility. You can absolutely get around the map ridiculously fast. In fact, your basic attack that you first start out with actually teleports you to the nearest enemy, and it just makes it so much easier to farm monsters. Also, you have ridiculous amounts of AoE damage. I'm gonna just say it right now, and I'm sure people will argue with me, but honestly, the monk has by far not only the easiest combo, but probably the best combo ever. What you do is you'll activate this ability that'll pull the enemies towards you. Then you're going to use Exploding Palm, and what it does is it puts like a little palm icon around the enemies that you hit, and when they are destroyed, they actually blow up and create an explosion and damage all the enemies nearby. So after you hit a bunch of enemies with the palm strike, you then go ahead, use 7-sided strike. You just hit all the enemies in the circle, and of course the ones that are already half health with the little icon are gonna blow up and to get destroyed. So it just creates an absolutely insane chain reaction. 3 buttons you pressed and you just cleared a huge mob of enemies. Easy. You'll see it in the gameplay. I do it several times. It's absolutely, it's ridiculous. Like, it's like, what? This also actually makes it really good for party play when you are with other teammates. You can actually use your ability to pull enemies in, and that way not only you can do AoE damage, but your teammates can also do AoE damage to the big mobs that you pull in as well. Now, some of the bad things to the monk are, of course, it does rely on skill combos and chaining, but honestly, it's fairly easy. I mean, anyone with half a brain could do these skills. It's not really skill shots or anything like that. It's just 1, 2, 3. You push 3 buttons and bam, the combo's pulled off. It's fairly easy, but it is combo oriented, especially the PvP build. There is a really good PvP build that I'm going to show on the screen. Another downside is when it comes to solo farming or just solo play, when you're just playing by yourself, there really isn't a lot of choices when it comes to skills, because the monk actually has a lot of skills that benefit your party members. So you'll have things like you can buff them and give them shield. The best setup for solo farming, take Exploding Palm, which I talked about. Again, whenever an enemy that has the little palm icon above their head is destroyed, they create an explosion, they damage nearby enemies. Then you have 7-sided strike. This is your basic AoE damage. Very, very strong ability. Then you have your Cyclone Strike, which lets you group up enemies, just making it easier for your combo. Mystic Strike is a very, very important skill. This is your mobility skill. It lets you get around the map ridiculously fast. It lets you get out of tight spaces if you get trapped. This is basically the wizard's version of teleport. You get 3 charges. Again, it's not only good for battle, but it's also good for when you're just trying to get around the map and through the dungeons fast. Literally just use it and you'll zip through the map, zip to the objectives. It also actually helps you gather enemies as well. And then for your primary attack, you're going to take Fists of Thunder. This is the primary attack that you start out with. It allows you to do a short range teleport to the enemies that are nearby, and it does a bit more damage than the second primary attack you unlock at level 34. Of course, that one does do AoE damage, so it's understandable, but 100%, I honestly like Fists of Thunder a lot better. Kind of depends on your preference. I wouldn't necessarily say that one is 100% better than the other because they're both situational, but there are some classes out there where I will say that one primary attack is hands down better than the secondary attack that they unlock. There's only about 3 days left for the beta. Don't worry though, I got a bunch of gameplay saved, bunch of more videos that we still got to cover. So we'll still be making videos even after the beta ends and then global release, man. We are going to have a ton of fun on global release. Stay happy, stay safe, my friends. Peace.